10 of the strangest islands in the world. The first alien resembles a male organ. Among the hundreds of thousands of islands in the world, some strange steps. For example, the atomic bomb island that hides a dark secret, and the island within the island of cloth book Russian dolls. There is even a magical island that rotates automatically every day. New friends, please subscribe. Take a look at the 10 weirdest islands in the world. 10th place, Bower Pyramid Island. If you want to explore a mysterious place, the Abalone on the east coast of Australia, Pyramid Island will definitely satisfy you. Pyramid Island is the remains of an ancient volcano, located about 22 kilometers east of Hayoxen Island. The island is about 540 meters above the water, isolated by seawater, shaped like a giant ocean spire. He was captured by Henry Leach, a naval captain, in 1788. Bower found and named after him. However, due to the winding and complex terrain of the island was first explored in 1882, but they didn't find out at that time. There is no animal life on this island. Until 2001, scientists have discovered the world's one of the rarest insects, Lord Howe Island stick insect. This insect once. The nearby Lord Howe Island is very common, but he has been gone for decades. I don't know how they escaped extinction. After crossing more than 10 kilometers of ocean, I appeared here. Therefore, even in the eyes of most people, Ball's Pyramid Island, just a lonely rock spire. But in the eyes of scientists, he is a miracle of life. No. 9. Argentine Autobiography Island. Argentina, the most amazing natural landscape in the world. But there is one that is the most peculiar. That is the hidden paradise in the Parana Delta. Chuanquayama, a huge, perfectly round island, surrounded by a small clear rice field. But the island's amazing symmetry, not the weirdest thing. Since 2003, satellite images taken. This disk has a diameter of 180 meters, changes location every day. The island was captured moving along the water's edge, as if following a pattern. Many people think this is a human prank, but there was no sign of human intervention. However, scientists have linked this island and ice. The disk was compared. It was found that when water flows to one side of the ice tray will rotate in a circular direction and erode away any irregular edges, forming these amazing symmetrical circles. Suppose these ice trays and autobiographical islands, based on the same operating mechanism, then it might be the slow-moving water under the swamp. Make the island rotate, then carve out the source of the lake. Although this is not a completely perfect theory, but he explained, Argentina is not currently occupied by aliens. 8. Sable Island. If you look down from the sky, coastline of southwestern Nova Scotia, Canada, you will find a huge snake winding on the sea surface. Of course, this isn't a real snake. It is an S-shaped sand island called Sable Island. The island is about 40 kilometers long from East Island to West Island, formed on several sides of a continental shelf, formed by a 15,000-year-old glacier. What makes people curious is, despite being far away from the mainland and having harsh natural conditions, but there are still 500 wild horses running on Sable Island. But how did they cross the sea? Some people think they came from a shipwreck centuries ago. Some people also think that these horses, it was secretly herded here. But no matter how the horses got there, I think this poor beach, it has become a place suitable for horses. 7. Mijingo Island. In Uganda, Lake Victoria at the border with Kenya, there is a tiny island only half the size of a football field. Although the area is small, but it accommodates more than 1,000 people. This island is called Mijingo Island. Houses on the island, they are all built with iron sheets and wooden boards, looking from afar, like a rock emerging from the lake. There are only narrow alleys between the houses for people to walk through. You can imagine how bad the living conditions are here. But because Mijingo Island is located in Lake Victoria is the largest freshwater lake in Africa. Fish resources are extremely rich for all fishermen. This place is like heaven. Besides, Mijingo Island, located on the border of Uganda and Kenya, the two countries have a question about the ownership of this island, always arguing. There was even a conflict on the island. This incident is also jokingly called the smallest war in Africa. It wasn't until 2016 that the two countries reached a settlement. 6. Vulcan Island. Speaking of Russian nesting dolls, you must have seen them, but you may not have seen Tiger Island nesting dolls. On the island of Luzon in the Philippines, there is only one in the world. Naturally formed island lake. The nesting doll landscape is located on the central island, Vulcan Island. Vulcan Island, it is in a lake on Taal Island. Taal Island is located in Taal Lake on Luzon Island. Luzon Island is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean. It is worth mentioning that Volcanic Island, it happens to be located on the second most active volcano in the Philippines, in the crater of Taal Volcano. And with the volcanic eruption in January 2020, surrounding landscape, buried under volcanic ash dozens of meters away, the huge heat generated also caused the lake in the crater to, the water completely dried up. But despite the huge damage, Vulcan Island seems to have miraculously survived. I believe it won't take long. The rain will fill the lake again. 5. Daijo Noshima. There is an island in Japan full of rabbits. A rabbit lover's paradise. He is located in the east of Hiroshima, Dajue Island in the inner sea of Lei Lake. It is also called Rabbit Island by locals. But many people will be curious. So many rabbits. Why do they live together on one island? In fact, behind these rabbits, there is a dark secret hidden. On Dajue Island, you can see the remains of many military research institutes. Yes, you guessed it right. The cute Rabbit Island is now packaged. It was used by Japan for research during World War II, where poison gas is produced. At least 3,000 tons of poison gas were produced here, used on the battlefield. Therefore, Daijo Island, once drawn off the map by Japan. It is said that the rabbits on the island, the same one, was used as the experimental subject for poison gas. Although most of them died during testing, but some still survived and thrive here. Now, this place has been developed into a tourist area by the Japanese government. It attracts a large number of tourists every year for Dubai World Islands. Dubai is a city of wealth, built many world-class buildings. But what is unexpected is that one of the world's largest unfinished projects, also in Dubai, is the World Island. The World. It is the largest artificial island in the world, modeled after the continents on Earth. Aerial view. You will find this is a miniature map of 300 islands. Although the project started in 2003, but during the construction, but caught up with the financial crisis in 2008. This led to the breakdown of the investment institution's capital, directly caused the World Island project to decline from prosperity. It has become a completely unfinished building. Plus, after the bad ending, Dubai no longer carries out maintenance and upkeep, leading to the construction of practical sea sand is gradually being decomposed. Many islands in the sea began to sink and collapse, so that these seemingly empty islands. There is still a long way to go before completion. 3rd place, Cat Island. If you are a cat lover, then this island must be your dream island. It is located on the coast of Japan, home to thousands of cats. It is also affectionately called Cat Island by the Japanese. Cat Island, originally, it was just like any other ordinary Japanese island. Poor resources, development backward. The residents of the island make a living by fishing. With the increase of human activities, rats that can survive as long as there is garbage. It flooded the island. They often damaged boats and fishing nets. The helpless islanders had to introduce a large number of cats. Although the rat infestation on the island has been quelled, but the residents did not do anything for the cats at that time. Awareness of sterilization. Plus, the young people on the island, flocking to big cities to work. Only the elderly are left to live on the island. This makes it more difficult to manage cats. Plus, cats don't have any natural enemies here. The number has increased to an uncontrollable level. But this isn't all disadvantages. Nowadays, Cat Island is well known on the internet, attracted many people to visit, brought considerable income to the island residents. Rennet Island. In the remote areas of the North Pacific, there is a hidden secret island called Rennet Island. This is supposed to be a beautiful island, but the island is covered with a shape. Strange round dome. Looks like a crashed alien spacecraft. It is because of this building, Zhang Rennet. It has become an island graveyard in the eyes of the world. During World War II, Rennet Island occupied by the Japanese until the end of World War II, later taken over by the United States. Local residents, I thought they finally had a good day, but the disaster had just begun. Turned out to be. In order to catch up with the Soviet Union in the development of nuclear weapons, the United States also began non-stop research and development experiments. Between 1946 and 1958 alone, Rennet Island, dozens of atomic bombs were detonated as experiments. However, after the experiment the Hefei materials produced by the explosion were packed and taken away. Instead, collect them, buried in a blast crater on Rennet Island. In order to prevent nuclear radiation from spreading outward, they built this huge dome out of concrete, top for burial. But in recent years, there are cracks in the dome. Radioactive material leaked out, a huge threat to the locals. 1st place, Maua Island. Maua Island is located in Fiji, due north of Zivanua Island. It has a beach as wide as that of an ordinary island, and clear waters. But this does not affect his strange reputation, because you only need to quickly post it from above. You will find the island is shaped like a male organ. So he has another name, Yinjindao. Although the island has many exotic vegetation and wild animals, but its area, it has been fully developed into 87 luxury real estate areas. And the price in each area is very expensive, from $75,000 to $125,000. Beautiful scenery coupled with its unique shape. The island is given to the developer, brings high value. Alright, that's all for this video. I don't know what I'm introducing today. 10 of the world's weirdest islands. Which one impressed you the most? Please let us know in the comments section. If you like this video, welcome to like and subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.